There's our very own acts of love.
Cannabis is not a crime! Release the people that stole crime! DEA, go away!
My name is Mickey Martin. I'm a political prisoner, outspoken advocate, founder of Compassion Medicinal Edibles, associate editor for West Coast Cannabis Magazine, and advisor to the Medical Cannabis Safety Council. Greetings. Thank you all for coming out on this first business day of 2010 to continue to fight for cannabis freedoms in America. We have a great lineup of speakers, including public officials, movement leaders, and concerned citizens. I have a few brief words I'd like to share to begin the ceremonies. We continue to gain ground in this battle for justice and morality. But let it be known, our fight is far from over. On this day, many good people sit in our nation's prisons, serving time for a crime they did not commit. They have been accused and convicted of providing medicine to sick people. We can no longer afford to sit by and watch our government disregards scientific evidence, the advice of medical professionals, and the demand of citizens around the world.
Yeah!
To make access to safe and effective cannabis medicines readily available, and to quit wasting our resources imprisoning citizens who choose to use these therapies. It's simply unacceptable. Tomorrow I will begin serving a term of 1 year in the U.S. Bureau of Prisons, Cornell Corrections, for providing food-based medicines to patients in California. I will be removed from my wife, my 5-year-old and 2-year-old sons, and the community I am gracious to be a part of. This punishment was handed down following a raid in September 2007 on my home and businesses in which Bush administration officials used the type of products my organization produced, medicated foods, to create fear and panic in the public about medical cannabis. They have failed. I was not a criminal then, nor am I a criminal now. History will show that. Our movement is made up of good people with good intentions. We will no longer stand to be treated like criminals and outlaws for our right to feel better. While I am saddened by the government and Judge Claudia Wilkins' decision to carry on with this senseless persecution, my resolve and support for cannabis as a medicine has never been greater. This fight has gone on for many years here in California, and it is now time that the federal, state, and local governments get on the same page regarding cannabis and quit putting good, honest, hard-working citizens like myself in harm's way for our choice to use these medicines. The federal government must quit playing politics with people's freedoms. The states that allow for the use of cannabis medicines must do more to protect their citizenry and establish clear and unambiguous methods of safe access to these medicines. Local governments should not have to stand on their own to make sense of these laws and provide protection to patients only within their municipalities. The system is broken. The politics have failed. Common sense and reason have taken a back seat to political gamesmanship, big business lobbying, and antiquated intolerance set forth in an era of misinformation. This must be the year that this all comes to an end. All too often, legal and policy battles of this issue fail to reflect the human nature of the subject. Let my face be a clear reminder that real people with real families and real commitments to their communities are suffering needlessly because our government has failed to look to the wisdom of its founding fathers and has forgotten that they are here to serve their citizens rather than manipulate and control them. When this country declared its independence from tyranny, it was evident that we did not intend to place a person's right to well-being in the hands of any government agency. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is pretty clear. that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. We, the governed, no longer consent to these injustices. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness.
Yeah.
This is what we call for today, our God-given right to safety and happiness.
Yeah.
Thank you all for standing here with me in solidarity.